Hello everyone and welcome to Daily Game Review number 39. Today we have Derangered 12Q versus Lkjpoi 10Q. 12Q versus 10Q. Alright, so we'll see how it goes from here. So we see black playing the Chinese opening and white playing Mirago. Or, okay, not Mirago, just also playing the Chinese opening. It's weird to see the Chinese opening for white, but possible. Now, white plays this way, and black backs off into a Kobayashi Chinese. White defends locally, but... Okay, so it's very slow beginning, I think. So I assume white's the one who submitted this game. If I play A, I would gain nothing... Okay. So when you play this shape, it normally encourages this response, but in this case, it's bigger to Tanuki. So it opens up this move. However, this move is not bigger than the top, so black is going to ignore it. Also, this is a little bit slow right now. You want to go to the open side first, and then get back and defend here. So defending here is too slow. You want to go up here first. Then when you play this way, you can jump back like black did, or if you want to play a little bit differently, you can play here. Play this Joseki in this opening. Like so, or maybe you can go, it's really flat. Can you go high? Maybe you can try going high, see what happens. Normally it's here, So let's just say for the sake of argument you play here. This is possible. You could also say, since black has made double wing here, you can go ahead and come in, and we play this Joseki here like so. And this is all Joseki as well. And you can just live on the inside here if you want. But black will get to the top side. So it just depends on what you want to do here. There's a couple options. But defending here is too slow. So black defended this way. Black should defend this way. White came in here. This, it's easier to go on the right side than the bottom side. So right side seems a little bit easier. Now black will get the right side, which is becoming very valuable. White jumps out. Don't run with the knight's move. Knight's moves are cuttable. 1 point jump. However, as soon as you play this way, you can see black's getting a very large bottom right corner, so I think this invasion was not the right one. White plays here. Knight's moves are cuttable, guys, so remember that. Now he jumps again. That's fine. Wanted to attack his base from the what? Left? Alright, so I think you don't have a proper understanding what's happening here. You are not attacking. You are defending. You are running away. Went into black's position, you're running away. Don't think about trying to attack black right here. This is not right. That's why you played a knight's move. You're trying to attack. This is not an attack. You're defending. So defend. And then you can try and make some good shape to surround to get out in the center. But this group is not under attack right now. That's an illusion. So you're defending, defend. So black played here to make the base and take the base. White plays here, that's fine. And black actually helps white fix the cut, which is pretty good for white. Black played here. He's asking if this is not needed. It's not. Well, it's fine. Just jump back here. You need to get to this move to defend the right side. Okay, he does. This is the game. So this is good on black's part. Black's doing much better than white right now. Now white jumps out and defends. It's perfectly fine. Now black can start thinking about Tanuking because he's alive here. White's white's out and can't get surrounded in 2 moves. So white is okay. Black is okay. So I would go ahead and Tanuki, which black does. Black's playing really well, actually. White, you're in a little bit of trouble. You played a slow move and a bad invasion so far, so black's ahead. Now we see a common Joseki, and white playing a center move. This is too slow. If you want to... I assume you want to defend or something. But... normally you would just... If you want to defend, just jump out into the open area. But this is it's a 2-point jump, which is cuttable. It doesn't connect, because I can still cut, and it doesn't build very much, so it seems like another slow move. However, you are getting weak, but I think you don't have time to defend. Because black's got this, black's got this. You exchanged here, so black has more than white, so white needs to go get something. So maybe here. Or here. Probably here. So white needs to get something in exchange. White has to get something. If white plays and black plays a big move like here, yep, black is going to be way ahead now. Black has a lot more territory to the white. White, don't understand what you're doing. Stop playing over here. The center is very, very, very small. You're not defending. You're already defended. You already spent a move to defend that, to be sure. So you got to stop playing over here. This does not defend this area. Like, there's still invasions. If you want to defend the left side, you have to play here. And that's too small right now. So you're not defending against much. So you want to go ahead and go on black's area. Probably something along these lines right here to try and live inside black's area. You've got to try and destroy blacks because black's getting too much and you're not getting compensation. You have to get something in exchange. This is not good enough compared to this. It is too small. The center is not bigger than the side. So he played here. This is not a good invasion. It's not impossible. That's not good. You can think about a move here. You can think about just pushing in here, pushing the line of the influence. And you can see white's shape's not perfect. White may try something along these lines. You can try like here. And maybe you can even think about cutting later. Black, you don't need to do anything crazy. Just maybe probe here. Probe here. Anyway, so black came up with this move. It's a little interesting because it does have some follow-ups. It does have some follow-ups. So let's see if black read this out. White nobied, perfectly fine. Black peeped. This is interesting. I think it may work because this is a valid move, and now we got this exchange. So maybe black had good reading here. So we'll see how it goes. Black plays here. Black goes to live in the corner, and black lives. So this is good exchange, good result for black. So black played good here. I wouldn't do that. I would defend. Okay, maybe I would do that. Maybe I would do that. Try not to give white this, but I guess you have to. Okay, good result for black. Black lived in white's corner. White got some influence, but this obviously cancels out the influence, so this is a good result for black. So, you were asking that maybe black was probing or something. Well, this result is good for black. I think white, I don't think you really understand what's happening so far. If you want to defend, go here. That way, if he goes here, you can block. I think the big issue is you don't understand what is and isn't territory. I think you're not keeping an eye on the bigger picture. So I think you need to play some teaching games with stronger players and have them explain to you what is happening. That way, and look at some commentated pro games. Maybe that'll help as well. Some pro games with commentary. That way you can, maybe that would be too advanced though. Maybe it was too advanced. So get some teaching games. Get some teaching games. I think you need to up your understanding of what's happening because you're not seeing the bigger picture, the what actually is and isn't territory, when you should and should not invade. It looks like you're a little confused on that part. This is actually really slow though. You have to invade. You have to go up here. You have like no points anymore. You have this, but that's it. Black has like a lot of other stuff. If you defend here and black goes here, I think it's game over. Alright, so black defended here. This is good for this, but I think this is over here is bigger. So tactical wise, is this or G17? Okay, you're asking about a local move. You need to be thinking about a global move. Globally, over here is bigger. But is this or this? This is much better. G17 lets white get the end game. White can play here, so that's not as valuable. But if you go here and you play like this, even if this happens, it's perfectly fine for black. Because black can build this area, and even if he gives up this area. So, or black can just do that. Still have some endgame. I think if you play, whoops, this way. Okay, you can block here still. Wanted to think there's a cut, but there's not. Okay, so it's still fine. I think both are more or less okay. Oh no, what about you can also think about a clamp? Yeah, there's a clamp here as well. which is a lot of Aji. If you Atari, white may make a Ko. If you descend down, white can come up, cut apart your position. So yeah, this knight's move is much better. This knight's move is much better, but I think it's a minor thing. I don't think this is important. I think the important thing is black should have played over here and not here. This isn't as big. This is not the invasion because it's too easy for black to just play here and you jump out. So what black plays here, maybe a little bit greedy. Maybe a little bit greedy. Okay, you counted you were ahead territory-wise. That should not be possible. Okay, so let me count. That's 10, 15, 25, 26, 27, 10, 12. So that's 37, 38, 39, 6, 7, 8. So 47. Then there's going to be 10 there. So 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. So black has about 61 right now before this attack even finishes. White does not have 61 for sure. Let's see. 10, 15, 25, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 45. White has 45. White has... Oh, black has a lot more than white. Black has a lot more than white. So let me show you what I'm counting, just so that way you know and compare it to yours. Oh, sorry. Okay, that's what I'm counting for white. That's what I'm counting for black. Oh, sorry, and here. So, black has a lot more than white. A lot more than white. So I think counting's not really gonna help you very much at this stage. I think counting is very, very important. But I think you don't understand what is and isn't territory. I think your understanding of the game just isn't good enough to be able to count at this time, because you said you counted your ahead. Are you black or white, actually? Actually, I don't know if you're black or white. Whoops. I know you made some comments on... Oh, I think you're black. I think you're black. Okay, you're doing good if you're black. Oh, I see. I think at the start you made a comment on a white move. Here. You made a comment on a white move, and that's why I thought you were white. Whoops, so you're black. Okay. So you're doing good. Doing good. Cool. So now I don't feel as bad. You're doing really good, actually. But yeah, you want to defend A. There's not much in the center. Okay, so I was actually thinking you were white. I was like, this is not good. Okay, never mind. So everything I just said, take it as the opposite, because black's doing much better this game. Okay, so you counted your ahead. Yeah, but the way to stay ahead is to keep the points and then start surrounding white. Actually, you need to be careful here, huh? Yeah, it really would have been nice if you would have had this to start without this white stone. Now, maybe you need to think about just defending. Alright, so let's go ahead and proceed here. White, if you're watching, then I kind of just reviewed for you already. Alright, so let's see. For white, I think white needs to get a lot of teaching games. Try and understand what's happening, what isn't happening. And try to up your reading as well, but just get a lot of teaching games, I think. and play lots and lots of games to gain experience. Black as well, play lots and lots of games, gain more experience. You have done well so far. You have a good basics so far. But your direction of play is lacking a little bit. So I think you need to play stronger players. So also try and get some teaching games, but also keep playing your level and getting the games reviewed. So play your level, get them reviewed, and maybe get a couple teaching games once or twice a week, just to practice playing some stronger players. All right, so I play Seer. This slide, that's fine. That's not. Well, it's trying really hard to live here. Just surround white. I would consider this. That's a comment to Suji here, but white may break out. Looks like the breakout's not too great. Yeah, so white can live, but you're fine. You're fine. I think you can get away with this. If you do this, white's just gonna fix, right? Or that works too. That's greedy. Maybe just Tanuki. I think white's already live, so maybe just Tanuki. Build this area. Make up what you lost here over here. This is kind of greedy. That's not good because the Liberty problems. Maybe something happens. That's a good move on white's part. You played here. I think a shoulder hit here is better. Shoulder hit the white stone. However, you have problems here. You need to be very careful in this area. There's a lot of Aji here to cut this off. You need to be careful there. This moves too much. White can just, like, probably push in somewhere. See, where would I push in? White's not alive, so it's really hard. Can I get away with this? See, if white's alive, I could get away with this. However, I think because white's not alive, you can't do it. So I guess this is okay. Still afraid of N9. Just defend. It's no big deal. Alright, are you building yours or reducing whites? Yours is bigger, so if you're afraid, I think I would go ahead and defend this. If white does this and then tries to do it, well, now you can fix and just reduce whites. You got more than white, so it's okay. Even if white gets something here, you got more. So I got 12, 13, no, not even 13, so maybe, okay, maybe 13, 12, 13. You got 10, 12, 13, 14 to defend here. You got 15, 16, 18. 18 to 13. You got more. In 8, in 9. Problem is, it doesn't do enough. See, there's the shoulder hit. Since you're destroying his, he should push you back and then play something like this to try and break in, or reduce yours back. Oh, can I cross cut here? That's probably too much. Yeah, that's probably too much. Definitely want to look at the Aji here. And then maybe attack black. Cut off black and then see if you can kill it. This might die. This might die. That would be bad. So if this dies, game over. So, maybe, I think you took too much of a risk. Yeah, this is fine. You have to go here. You have to go here. Cutting points should be okay. You're super thick, so you should be fine. If you go here and white goes here. Ah! You think he played too aggressively. However, if he plays this way and sacrifices 2 white stones, he connects. It's not too aggressive. You just lost a lot of points. So I think you're the one who messed up. Here, it's obviously too aggressive. That's too much. Yeah. Bamboo joint. Don't empty triangle. Bamboo joint. Don't get bad liberties. Yep, fine. So you win. So black wins. Black is obviously going to win. Just play endgame. Unnecessary defending moves here and there. Well, how about you don't play those unnecessary defending moves and you play endgame and you win even more. You have to trust your reading. You can't play these unnecessary defending moves. You should get into the mindset, and you're not running out of time. Your time is not running short. You have Bioyomi. You have 7 minutes left. You still have a lot of time. 7 minutes is a lot of time. So, yeah. Don't think your time's running short. You do not have to finish the game within the time limit. You can go into overtime. Actually, it's expected for you to go into overtime, because if you don't go into overtime, especially by this stage, it means you probably didn't think enough during the game. You are practically expected to go into overtime if you're thinking throughout the game. If you're thinking enough, you're going to go into overtime. If you're not thinking enough, then maybe you'll have 7 minutes left. So I think you should have been thinking more. I wouldn't worry about your time. You need to use the time. Time is to be used, not to be saved. So remember that. Time is to be used. So I would go ahead and keep playing it. If you're going to waste an entire move to defend something, you better be able to show me how to do it. Like, how does white play to cut you there? If you can't show me how to do it, then you need to trust your own reading and say, okay, there's nothing there. You need to read it through before you completely lose the initiative. Because that can cost you some games. Alright, but I think it's over. So, game info. Black wins by 9.5. Yeah, I thought you were ahead by a little bit more than that, but oh well, it's fine. 9.5 still a lot. So nice win by black. You played very nicely. White, I think I already went over what you need to work on. Get a lot of teaching games. Up your understanding of the game. Black, you need to up your direction of play and your combinations. I think you played well. Now you're just gonna have to make it a little bit more effective if you want to reach a single DDK. So I think get a couple teaching games a week. And play lots of games. And review them. Get them reviewed. Go over them. Post them on forums. GoKibitz.com. Something. Get them reviewed and review all of your games. And then play lots of games. That's how you're going to improve right now. Both players recommended. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoy this. Thanks for submitting the game. Remember, guys, if you would like to submit your game for a chance to get it reviewed, please see the link in the description below. Alright, until next time, guys. See you guys later.